Hey YouTube, Brian LCS, thanks for stopping by the channel and this video, Spider-Man's 60th Anniversary Cover Challenge. So stick around to find out what it's all about. Hey YouTube, welcome back. So Spider-Man turns 60 this year. That's right, the wall crawler is 60 years old. And Marvel has already begun the celebration. They've done a few things. They recently did a live stream, and they're beginning to celebrate and recognize 60 years of Spider-Man. Now, the celebration is going to culminate in June with the release of issue number 900 of The Amazing Spider-Man. It's actually issue number 6 of the series that's going to be rebooted in April, where John Romita Jr. Will be doing the artwork and Zeb Wells is on as the writer. So be on the lookout for issue number 6 of that series, legacy number 900 of Spider-Man, that will drop in June. And I want to celebrate, my love for Spider-Man. He's one of my favorite characters, and I want to celebrate it with a cover challenge. So I'm asking that you guys will take part in this challenge, show off some of your best or favorite Spider-Man covers. And it can be any book: Amazing Spider-Man, Spectacular, Superior, whatever books you'd want to show, whatever covers that you enjoy the most. And if you take part in the challenge, please let me know. I'm creating a special playlist, and we'll link all of those videos in that playlist as well. So let's jump into some of the covers. So when I think of Spider-Man and a classic cover, I think of just him swinging in the air. So, I mean, it doesn't get any more classic than a solid background with Spidey swinging with the webs. And there are, so many great covers with him, that way. Here's another one. Nonstop Spider-Man. Just Spidey and his web swinging through the air. Now, there's a lot of different takes on that pose and how he gets his body in certain positions and legs flailing. And but again, here, another just Spider-Man swinging, high above the New York City buildings down below. Just a great, classic Spider-Man cover. And now this one takes it to a little different, where we see the kind of acrobat in the air, and how the position, how he got into that position with the different form. So that's just another great cover. Again, Spidey swinging and buildings in the background. And then here, another different little perspective. Spider-Man running up a wall, right? Running up a building. We've got the street, the city street in the background down below. This kind of reminds me of the old, Adam West, Batman and Robin climbing up a building, but Spider-Man doesn't need a utility belt or, any ropes. He's got the wall crawling ability. So just a great cover. And then the next kind of cover that I think of when I think of Spider-Man is Spider-Man battling one of his villains or one of his villains, kind of menacing him, in the cover. So here's this great one where, it looks like Spider-Man's in bad shape. We've got a Doc Ock looming here with all the tentacles. So, I think of this like you think of Amazing Spider-Man number 50. He's kind of walking off in despair, or, it doesn't look like things are going his way, right? When you think of Spider-Man and Peter Parker, the ups and downs that happen in his life, as Peter and as Spider-Man. And so here's another, this is a Todd McFarlane cover, Hobgoblin in the background, Spider-Man swinging, Just a lot of great detail in this cover. But again, one of those covers where it's, Spider-Man, against that, classic villain. And then up next, we've got the Lizard and Spider-Man in the background, and just the Lizard looking, fierce here, snarling at us. Just some great detail in the Lizard, and just, I think, like, again, having one of those classic, Spider-Man villains, on the cover, with Spidey is just, one of those covers that we've become accustomed to over the years. Now, we've also seen a lot of different styles of Spider-Man, different costumes, Iron Spider, different, details. And then this one was one of my favorites, Spider-Hulk, right? Spider-Man, cross between Spider-Man and the Hulk. And so we've seen these types of covers too, where, Spider-Man is out of the classic, red and blue and something else going on. So just I really like that cover. And then you have the covers that we've seen, Amazing Spider-Man number 300, that has been homaged multiple times with other characters, almost too much, right? We've seen so many of it, but you have this Spider-Man number 1 cover, Todd McFarlane series, and just, the certain pose that we've seen other characters in, like I said, as a homage to this cover. But this is just that, that classic cover. I think McFarlane just did a Spawn issue with Spawn in this, in this pose. So just one of those covers that, stands out. Now, for your challenge, I'd like you to keep it to 10 covers, but, if you have more, go for it. There's really no limit. I'm going to break my own, I'm going to show you more than 10. Now, I have a couple slabs. Now, I've showed this book before. Now, this isn't one of my most favorite Spider-Man covers, but I think it hits the mark, right? You've got the villain in the background. You've got Spider-Man swinging. But this book is special to me because this is my birthday book, published in January 1970. This is, my birthday book. This book is as old as I am, and I just, love to have this in the collection. And then next, I'm going to show you a Marvel Tales. Now, this is a Todd McFarlane cover, and as you can see, Spider-Man, villain, the Doc Ock tentacles. You know who that is. You've got the Spider Sense tingling there, and then you've got a really good Doc Ock, on the barcode area. So just a great overall cover. Love the art. Love the Spider Sense tingling. So, and then last but not least, this is one of those other poses that we've seen Spider-Man in. This is Web of Spider-Man. He's on a perch above the city, ready to pounce, whether it's on a villain or looking down on, crime happening or whatever the case may be. I think we've seen these type of covers, with him, looking down on the city. Now, this one isn't the classic, red and blue suit, but the black and white, Spider-Man Venom suit. But really enjoy this cover. Actually own a few copies of this book. So guys, that's it. Those are my covers to celebrate Spider-Man's 60th anniversary. Let me know what you think. I hope that you will partake in the cover challenge. Let me know if you do so I can add it to the playlist. And let's, help celebrate Spider-Man's 60th anniversary. So thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.